Shania Twain is one of the biggest stars in the world and the second best-selling artist from Canada. She has managed to release multiple award-winning songs that even today remain huge hits that are sung among people. But what is her lifestyle like? Early life. Twain was born on August 28, 1965, and grew up in the small town of Timmins, Ontario. When she was young, her parents divorced, but soon after, her mother remarried. She grew up poor, and the family would often struggle to make ends meet. The one bright spot in her childhood was music, as she loved to sing, and began singing when she was only 3 years old. At 8 years old, she began playing the guitar and penning her songs at 10. With her mother's encouragement, she grew up singing in clubs and at community events, with occasional forays into television and radio. At 18, she decided to try and make a go of her singing career in Toronto. However, that wasn't enough to support herself, so she began taking odd jobs as well. In 1987, her entire life changed when her parents died in a car crash. To support her 3 younger brothers, she returned to Timmins and took a job singing as part of a Las Vegas-style show. But she never gave up on making her music. She continued to write songs in her free time. As she pursued her music career, she eventually was signed to Polygram Records at the age of 27. Her first album was released in 1993, and even though it wasn't a huge success, it did reach one important fan, Robert John Lang, who produced albums for groups such as AC/DC and The Cars. Music career. For her next album, Twain worked together with Lang, and they co-wrote 10 of the 12 tracks together. Concerned about the success of the album, Twain had many doubts that it would be a huge miss, but the first single, Whose Bed Have Your Boots Been Under?, reached number 11 on the country charts. The follow-up single, Any Man of Mine, reached number 10 and was also a top 40 pop hit. Twain received 4 Grammy nominations the following year and won Best Country Album. The Woman in Me album would eventually reach more than 12 million in US sales. Her career was quickly reaching the top as she began to sell more and more albums each year. The Come On Over album she released in 1997 further fused country and pop, including major cult songs such as Man, I Feel Like a Woman and That Don't Impress Me Much. In 1999, the hit You're Still the One got Twain 2 Grammys, one for Best Country Song and another for Best Female Country Vocal Performance. The song also reached number 1 on Billboard's country charts. The next year, she took home 2 more Grammys. By 2004, Twain has recorded enough material for her first compilation of greatest hits. Today, she has one impressive career that has earned her millions of dollars. Private life. When it comes to her personal life, Twain likes to keep things private, but in the past, she was somewhat forced to speak up for herself. After working with Lang over the phone for months, they finally met in person in 1993, and 6 months later, they were married. The couple had a child together in 2001, and appeared to be happier than ever. In 2008, Twain and Lang separated after it was revealed that Lang had been cheating on Twain with her best friend, Mary Ann. She filed for divorce, and 2 years later in 2010, the divorce was finalized. This part of her life was extremely difficult for Twain. Her marriage had ended, and she lost her best friend as well. Around this time, Twain began experiencing dysphoria, a tightening of the vocal muscles that made it difficult for her to sing. She underwent multiple throat surgeries to try and fix the damage, which almost prevented her from ever stepping on the stage again. Thankfully, it all went well, and she was able to sing again. During this difficult period, there was only one person that could understand Twain's pain, and that was Frederick Thibault, Mary Ann's ex-husband. They grew close, and eventually, they got married in 2011. Luxury Lodge. Twain may have had a tragic past, but currently, she's living her best life. she has managed to earn millions through her best-selling singles and albums and still does concerts and shows. Due to all this, she has reached a huge net worth among the millions, and it's fair to say that she has enough to spoil herself and her loved ones. Currently, she owns quite a few properties, one of them being a luxury lodge in New Zealand. The property was originally purchased by Twain and her ex-husband Lang in 2004 for $21.5 million. After the nasty divorce, Twain got ownership of the huge property. The huge bedrooms inside the home all include large windows, making the most of the magnificent views. All of the structures include exposed brickwork and chunky ceiling beams. The property is fitted with a helipad, stables, games rooms, a swimming pool, and even a spa. Even though she owns the property, she rarely visits it and has left it as a residential suite for any guest to visit. It is quite a magical place filled with so much luxury. Even though she doesn't live there, the place is still a huge luxury lodge that makes Twain glad she still owns it. Bahamas beachfront home. The queen of country pop has dominated the music scene since the mid-90s, and she has earned her fair share of money. Due to that, she has bought herself a beachfront home on New Providence Island in the Bahamas. This house was bought by Twain for $10.9 million. The luxury home sits in the exclusive Old Fort Bay gated community in West Nassau. It features 5 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms and is situated on a 1-acre lot that offers 150 feet of beachfront. Its amenities include mahogany-lined walls and bookcases in the second-floor master suite, as well as spectacular ocean views. The house also includes guest bedrooms with views of the beach and the canal, as well as a kitchen with a breakfast nook, butler's pantry, and stainless steel appliances. The luxury home's exterior amenities include a pool house with bathroom and shower facilities. There is also a guest apartment, a laundry room, and a generator with an auto transfer switch. The house was constructed in 2004, and even though most of the rooms offer a modern, coastal aesthetic, others are also more traditional, with built-in timber units and rustic furnishing. Many of the interior spaces open up directly to the garden, where you get an incredible view of the beach and the swimming pool as well. Out on the patio, you can also find an alfresco dining area and several poolside lounges for soaking up the sunshine. Lake Geneva home. As of more recently, Twain has become more of a private person. She has been distancing herself from the public eye. Currently, she lives a peaceful life in her gorgeous home in Switzerland, and she spends most of her time in this home, overlooking Lake Geneva. While we might not know much about her home, we have been able to get some sneak peeks from inside the house. It is considered to be the country music queen's primary place of residence, and it's quite a nice one. The beautiful home is located off of Chemin de la Paix and features an arched doorframe overlooking the spectacular lake. The property also has flower beds and trees around the perimeter. Twain and her husband have long resided in Switzerland, and for nearly 3 decades, the couple has lived in Corso on the shores of Lake Geneva. Their home also has a musical significance that predates Twain's residence there. One of the neighboring properties is the studio where Queen spent many years writing and recording, which is super important to Twain. Car collection. Besides incredible luxury houses, Twain has always been a fan of cars, and currently, she does own quite a few. Even though there isn't an exact number or model of the car she owns, there have been a few that have emerged as the ones she does own. Among the cars she has in her awesome collection are a 1968 Shelby GT 500KR, a Jaguar E-Type, and a Chevy Camaro. She has been seen numerous times driving in vintage cars throughout the years. As of recently, it's been reported that she also owns a 1970s Chevy Corvette, a Dodge Ram 2500, Volvo T5, and a sweet 1957 Chevy Bel Air. These are some of the many cars she has in her collection, and who knows how many more she has. she has indeed made millions with her music, so it's only fair to assume that she probably has more cars than we can even imagine. Possibly even some that are worth millions of dollars. On a related note, we wanted to know, what do you think about Shania Twain's life? Let us know in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more amazing videos such as this one, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.